Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to High School Gameday, brought to you by the Green Army, featuring tonight's game against the Wildcats of East Chapel Hill. Girls playing at 5:30, boys at 7 o'clock, the Father Price Gymnasium. Before we get things going, I'd like to bring up our varsity boys captain, Joe Fitzgerald, talk to him a little bit about tonight's game. Let's give it up for Joe. Welcome, Joe. All right, so I understand you guys took a trip up to New York this year. Tell me a little about that.
All right, so we didn't exactly get the results we wanted, but I think we really came together as a team, staying up in New York for a couple of days, and we definitely made a lot of bonds and relationships up there.
Yeah, it looks fun. All right, so tonight, playing against East, you guys played them once. Who is going to be your biggest threat? What's going to be the biggest problem for you guys tonight?
On the other team, number 14, Carter Collins. He's averaging over 20 points a game. He's a real good shooter, so I'd be worried about him.
Yeah, Carter Collins, junior, shooting guard, point guard, averaging about 23.5 points a game. How are you going to stop Carter Collins today?
You'll see a couple of different guys on him tonight. It's really just about not the man on him, but the help defense. If we can just get in the help and stop him from scoring, we'll be fine.
Thanks, Joe. All right, getting away from tonight's game a little bit. This is your senior night, your last home game, regular season home game, putting on a Gibbons uniform. You know, looking back the past 4 years, what's been your best memory?
I would say this year, Teacher Appreciation Night, we played Northern Durham, and we had just a bunch of fans, a bunch of teachers, and it was just a great night, and we were able to win the game.
All right. Joe, not only a star on the basketball court, but in the classroom with a 5.3 GPA. Yes, 5.3 GPA. Yeah, we can clap it up for that. Joe will be furthering his education at Duke University. Joe, tell us a little about that.
Yeah, I'll be going to Duke, and I think Cardinal Gibbons has really prepared me for that opportunity, and I'm really excited about it.
All right, Joe. So what shoes are you wearing tonight?
I will be wearing some pink Kobe's tonight.
Pink Kobe's. All right, what socks? White socks?
I haven't decided yet. That'll be a game time decision.
All right. Let's see. Here's a question we're all wondering. Who's going to score more points, you or Olivia?
That'll definitely be Olivia.
All right, and our final question. What is your prediction? Will Odie dunk tonight?
Yes.
Odie's going to dunk. You heard it here first. Odie's going to dunk tonight. There he is, my man over there. Joe, thank you very much for coming. Let's give it up. Joe Fitzgerald, come see him in action tonight at 7 p.m.
Hello everyone, this is Philip Godwin speaking for High School Gameday. Next we're going to have Olivia Smith, varsity basketball captain, future UNC commit. Come on up here, Olivia. Everyone give her a round of applause. So Olivia, congrats on your scoring record. I believe that you passed the previous school record. Can you tell us how many points you had this season?
I'm currently at 1,626.
Say that again.
1,626.
1,626 points. Do you know your average per game?
22?
That's a pretty big average. And now, Olivia, tell us about your 100th game at Cardinal Gibbons. What do you expect, or how are you going to feel it's going to be?
Well, for me, it's kind of like a really big deal for 100 games, because not only have I been able to play 100 games at Gibbons, I've been able to play it with some of my best friends, which for me, that's the biggest part.
So going on to tonight's game, last time we played East, you had a big win, 58-38. Do you predict another 20-point victory tonight?
Anything can happen in conference. I would love a 20-point victory, but you always have to go in thinking it's going to be a close game, so I think it might.
And do you think your practice help players with Kevin, Jake, and Luke, do you think they've helped prepare you for this game tonight?
Yes, our practice players have been so influential to our team. They give us so much contact and extra speed that we can't really get playing each other. and it's good to play teams or people that like don't know our plays, so they can't like cheat the play. So they helped us.
Awesome. So, a couple more questions. What is your best Gibbons basketball memory?
Probably sophomore year, states, when we won at the last second with a buzzer beater.
That's a good memory. So, your opinion now, who will score more points tonight? You or Joe Fitzgerald?
Definitely Joe.
We'll see how the relationship goes, everybody. Next we'll have Madeline Hernandez interview Julia Ryan.
Just kidding. We're interviewing Maggie Mako next. This is one of our senior cheerleading captains. And I'm Madeline. So, Maggie, what is it like knowing that you just finished your your last national competition this weekend?
It's extremely sad, but like bittersweet. It was a hard, long 4 years, but it's gonna be really sad not seeing the team ever again.
What was one of your favorite memories with all of your teammates in the past 4 years as a Cardinal Gibbons varsity cheerleader?
Definitely winning states in December because it was kind of like a rebuilding year for us, so we didn't see it coming, and then we ended up winning, so it was good.
That's awesome. Do you have anything else to add about cheerleading? Thank you, Maggie. Next up, we have Julia Ryan, the manager of the varsity basketball team, boys. Hey, dude.
Hey.
So, what's it like being the manager for the varsity boys basketball team and for your dad?
It's really fun. I just kind of got started with my dad, but I mean, it's cool like giving water and towels and like going everywhere with the team and stuff, and like, I don't know, it's a good like bonding experience, I guess, like being friends with everybody.
Do you ever have some disagreements with the coaching?
No, not really. Sometimes my dad gets really out of hand during games and stuff. He just gets like really into it, but like in practices he pretends to be the ref and he like loves being the ref, and I think he wants to be like the ref when he stops coaching, so that's kind of annoying, but it's okay.
Are there any times that you wish you were the coach instead of your dad?
Yeah, definitely. I think I could run the team. All the parents are like, oh, like if we like lost or something, they're like, oh, come on, like you're supposed to lead us to victory, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm just kind of in charge of the water and towels, but okay.
Awesome. Okay, thank you, Julia.
And now we will be interviewing your Green Army captain, Madeline Hernandez. Get over here, Madeline. So, Madeline, what is your favorite Green Army moment of this year so far?
My favorite Green Army moment was the 3 a.m. pep rally wake up that we all woke up to come to Gibbons and share our spirit with everyone.
Nice, nice. Now, Madeline, what's your favorite Green Army cheer?
Definitely, I believe.
How does that one go?
I'll do it at tonight's game.
Stay tuned for tonight's game where Madeline will be doing the I Believe chant. Next question. So what's going to be the first cheer we do tonight? With the last one being your favorite, which one's going to be the first?
It'll probably be the good old Let's Go Gibbons.
Good cheer. So Madeline, what's key for a hype student section tonight?
Definitely like participation from the crowd. We wouldn't be able to be hype without everyone else being involved. So when everyone's involved, we all get really excited, and that's what makes it.
And last question for Madeline. What are we going to do to pass the torch to the Green Army leaders of the future?
We'll probably do another initiation. Like last year, Anthony gave me the helmet and the coat, and so I'm looking out for the next Green Army General. So cheer hard, so you might be chosen.
All right, go Gibbons. That's Madeline Hernandez, your Green Army captain. Jake, we'll give it to you.
Thank you, Madeline. We've definitely had some great student section this year. Looking forward to tonight, guys. Last home basketball game, last chance to come out. All right, next we'd like to bring up Mr. Curtis.
Yeah.
Mr. Curtis.
Mr. Curtis.
Dad. This is senior night. Last chance for a lot of these seniors. Cheerleading, dance, basketball. What are you most proud of these teams that are performing tonight?
Well, they've obviously accomplished a lot. They've done a lot for the school. I'm really proud of a couple of things. One is that I think that they've done a great job with younger players. I think that they've really mentored them. They've taken care of them. I'm really proud of their families who really committed to the school and have done a lot of great things this season. And I'm really proud of how they are as students on campus. I think that they're great role models and they're inspirations to all of us.
All right, pass it to Phil for the next question.
Mr. Curtis, so how has the overall process been from the transfer to 3AA to 4A this 2015-2016 school year?
It's been really good. The new conference has been great. We obviously still play and have great relationships with our old 3A conference, but the new conference has welcomed us with open arms. It's been great getting to play a lot of the local Wake County schools who have, who we get to see in local competition. So it's really been wonderful. I think our teams have really enjoyed the experience.
Have there been any challenges with moving up to 4A?
I think anytime that you get the opportunity to play new schools, obviously you're building new relationships. They have to learn a little bit of what we're like as a school, and obviously, building those relationships takes a lot of time. We pride ourselves on really being good hosts, good member schools, and good partner schools. So when it's new, we're creating new relationships and meeting new people, but it's been good.
Very, very well spoken. Now we're going to go back to Jake Curtis to speak about Science Olympiad.
You can leave if you like. Or you can say. You can say. Welcome. Thank you, Mr. Curtis. All right, a couple more things on athletics before we move to other happenings in the school. Olivia's milestone, of course, is important. She surpassed all other athletes, all other student athletes in school history, which is pretty incredible. Leaving the Gibbons athletics, we have the middle school basketball championships this Thursday, which for the past 5 years have been played at our gym, Father Price Gym. So what's pretty interesting about this was 5 years ago, the first middle school championship game was played here, and that game featured both Olivia Smith and Joe Fitzgerald, our senior captains for the boys and girls teams this year. So that's pretty cool. It kind of goes back around. Also, our swimming team in the state finals coming up. Let's hear it for the swim team. All right. All right, another thing going on in the school, Science Olympiad. This weekend, both JV and varsity competed in the tournament, and both JV and varsity won first place overall. First place for Science Olympiad this week. Varsity seniors, senior varsity team being led by Ben Wint, Emily Wood, Natalia Morales, and Nicole Davis. All right, and now Phil's going to talk a little bit about speech and debate.
This year's speech and debate team has broken barriers as the most successful speech and debate team in Cardinal Gibbons high school history. Being in the top 3 of the entire state in the speech and debate category, part of the National Forensics League, is a great accomplishment made by the speech and debate team, led by Marshall Newman and Samantha Ron. They are on their way to the state championship this upcoming March 4th and 5th, so be sure to support.
And now I'm going to talk about the new musical that is going to show soon here at Cardinal Gibbons called Legally Blonde. So Legally Blonde is a movie that was turned into a musical, and our very own students are going to be performing in it. The musical director is Julie, and the choreographer is our own Brooke Smaltz. She's a senior here at Gibbons. Production and costume is Miss Iris, stage manager is Amelia, and the director is Mr. Ferguson. So show dates are starting on March 11th at 7:30, the 12th at 7:30, the 13th at 2:30, and then the next weekend, the 18th through the 20th at 7:30 and 2:30 as well. So make sure you come out and watch those.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that about wraps it up. Tonight, 5:30 for the girls, 7 o'clock for the boys. I expect to see all of you there. It is a green out. Be wearing green, be loud, and let's see. Phil, who do you think is going to take the W tonight?
So, Jake, I think Cardinal Gibbons is going to take home the win tonight. Let's go, Gibbons, guys. Cheer on for the Crusaders.